catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard top career to shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow in a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back cage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, then you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back cage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh, front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back cage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh. Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out. You just heard the sound of the king of the South, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. And able to get this out to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Hayden. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
Brings up second and 17 at the 18-yard line.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Operating from the gun. Hayden. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and then get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hayden.
Throw for goal, but it's intercepted.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Levis to throw it. Steps away to his left. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Hayden. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Levis. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Mack Wilson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Levis back to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Levis sets up to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown. James Cook from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0.
14. Lions, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Looking to throw. Hayden. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass. but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lamb will go in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Hayden. And that is incomplete. Really did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. And they call it 38 yards on the punt. No. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Flush to his right, and this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Down the sideline he goes, and he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Levis. That's caught left side by Judy. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Lions, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll throw it again with Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Levis. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Hayden to swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Back to throw. Hayden. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that would be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play in a quick strike.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Slant pass to Boyd. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Andrews' first catch, good for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the running game with Jacobs. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after 1st down.
Got 7 yards 1st down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage has evaporated. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On the handoff, McClellan. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. There goes Green. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this one to Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Hayden. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Dylan ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that'll get with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Do like you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all of be always serving us. All up in between they where they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various, they wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, you stupid, you know we bout to bust. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. Bite the dust instead of you making the fuss. People know better cause they ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, yes you know better, we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow, that be marvelous. Oh, my whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious. Do you really wanna party like that? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had a get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spend a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I the sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, Ay, 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 ay. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed, like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision, like, hey. Shoot him my shot, like, hey. Hit the red dot, like, hey. Finger on the, like, hey, 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 hey. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off.